Guys, Mr. This is back again on the video how to find slope between 2 points, then writing a linear equation either in slope intercept or standard form. Remember earlier we talked about slope, and there are 4 things that can happen to your slope. Either your slope can be positive or negative. When it's positive it goes up, when it's negative it goes down. And the other two extreme, your slope can be 0. A slope of 0 is when you have a horizontal line, like the x-axis, right? Horizontal. It's an equation that y equal to a value, all right? Y is equal to 2. When you graph it, you get an horizontal line. Your y value will always be 2 no matter what. That's a slope of 0. And the other one is when your slope is undefined, when you have a vertical line, right? Similar to the y-axis vertical, right? Y-axis vertical. In this case, you have an equation x is equal to a constant. For example, x is equal to 4. Or no matter what you do, your x value will always be the same. 4, 4, 4. So when you subtract the two numbers that are the same, you will end up with 0. In this case, your denominator will be 0. Your slope will be undefined. So remember those 4 things that can happen to your slope. Either your slope is positive, negative, 0, it is an horizontal line, and undefined when you have a vertical line. So let's get to it. Let's go calculate slope, guys. Slope is the formula, and you use the letter m to denote slope. So m, lowercase m, is stand for slope, and your formula will be m equal y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Then to calculate the slope, you replace them in the formula. I have about 2 examples we're gonna do, and once we find the slope, then we're gonna write the equation in slope intercept form, either using point slope form or y equal mx plus b. All right, so I have a point here, point A, which is negative 4, and 4, point B, which is 2, negative 5. So I'm going to calculate my slope. M equal, it says y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. This is my formula. There's a minus between them. This is my formula. Now I'm just going to replace them in the formula, calculate the slope, and I will have slope by m equal. I'm going to look this, so I'm going to call this is my x1, y1, x2, y2. So this is my y2, negative 5 minus, all right, this is my y1, negative 4 over, all right, my x2, which is 2, minus negative 4. Right? Then you will have to simplify that. Then you have 2 negative, you just add 5 plus 4 is 9, and you carry this sign since both of them are negative. Add the numbers and keep this sign. Here you have 2 negative, it's going to become 2 plus 4, which is 6. Now some of you are going to stop here. This is wrong. You need to simplify. Both 9 and 6, they have 3 in common. So you have to divide both of them by 3 to simplify that. This will give you negative 3 over 2 at my slope. Negative 3 over 2. So now I'm gonna write my equation, my first equation. So I'm gonna use this point x and y and my slope to get the equation. I'm gonna use the first one, which is point slope 4. And when you replace it, this y is untouched, you replace it, and this x is untouched, you does not replace, only the x you put. The only thing that you replace is y1, m, and x1. So that's what we are going to do. So the first y is untouched, and you identify which one is your y1. In this case, this was 4. You replace 4 equal my slope, which is negative 3/2 times x minus negative 4. So once again, I'm going to clean it up. I will have y minus 4 equal negative 3/2 times x plus 4. That become x plus 4, 2 negative, become x plus 4. Now, when I get there, I notice that I have a denominator. So for those of you who have fraction, multiply both sides by your denominator. In this case, I multiply both sides by 2. My denominator is 2. So multiply this by 2. These 2 will cancel with that 2. Right? And the only thing you have to do on that side, you distribute that 2. You'll have 2y minus 8. Now you distribute the negative 3 minus 3x minus 12. And your goal now is to solve for y. You add 8 on this side. Then you will have 2y is equal negative 3x. That will give you minus 4. Negative 8. Negative 12 plus 8 is negative 4. And in this case, you divide both sides by 2. And you will end up y equal negative 3/2 x minus 2. This is your equation when you use the equation slope form. So like I promised, I'm going to do it by using the order. This is y equal mx plus b. So be aware. The only thing we don't know is b. We're going to solve for b. We're going to replace y. We're going to replace m. We're going to replace x. We know y1 is 4. Right? And your slope was negative 3/2. Now you multiply by x1, which is negative 4. Right? And plus b. So you will end up with that 4 equal 2 goes to 4 is negative 2. Right? Then you distribute. This will give you positive 6 plus b. Now you're solving for b. You subtract 6 on this side. And you'll have b is equal to negative 2. Now you only find b. You will have to replace b here. You're going to replace m, then you get your equation. Now you'll have y equal negative 3/2 x minus 2. Then if you compare the two equations, they are the same. So it's either way. You're going to get this answer. So you will have to decide which one you feel more comfortable with. So that's an example. So we're going to do 2 more examples, and hopefully you will master that concept. All right, take your time, process the information, look this step. If you have problems, so I will post those things on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can go at your leisure and stop it, watch it as much as you wish, so you can get the grade. So remember, to make the grade, we have to do a lot of practice, 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 practice. So let's erase that. And we're going to tackle the second problem. Remember, guys, it's the process. The method remains the same. It's concept. So I'm going to empower you to take action on to your own hand to get the grade. If I can do it, you can do it. Just focus and apply yourself, you will get the grade. So the only thing I'm asking for you is don't give up. Math is not easy. So we have to break the whole cycle. So make yourself right. Just practice, don't give up. So let's go to the second problem. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. As you see, I always label mine. So this is my y2, 8 minus 1 over 7 minus 7. So when I write my numerator out, it will be 8 take away 1, which is 7. This will become 7 plus 7, which is 14. Some of you are going to stop here, which is wrong. Both 7 and 14, they have 7 in common. You have to simplify that by 7. So you will end up 1 over 2 is my slope. My m is 1/2. Alright? So like we promised earlier, we're gonna do both ways. So we're gonna come here, we're gonna replace y1, we're gonna replace m, we're gonna replace x1. So this is my x1, y1. Alright, so you will have y minus 1 equal my slope 1/2 times x minus x1, which is 7, minus 7. So I'm going to clean that a little bit. I have two negatives, so I have to work this out. I will have y minus 1/2 times x plus 7. So if you still have problem with fraction, you can go and multiply both sides by 2, or if not, you just distribute the 1/2. So since we keep multiplying by the denominator, I will keep the same way so you don't get confused. Distribute this and distribute that. You will have 2y minus 2. These 2 cancel with that 2. So we'll have x plus 7. Now you add 2 on each side. You add 2. You will have 2y plus equal x plus 9. Here you divide by 2. You divide by 2. So you will have y equal x over 2 plus 9 over 2. Remember, this is a 1. So you can write it as 1/2 x. You don't have to. Right? 1/2 x plus 9 over 2. You don't need to change anything to this symbol. So this is done by using the principal form. So you're going to use this. So when you use this, we're going to replace y, m, x, and we solve for b. We know y is 1, and we know m is 1/2, and x is -7 plus b. So we will have 1. All right. When you multiply, that will give you -7 over 2 plus b. So we're going to add this on the other side, 7/2, and you add 7/2. All right, 1 plus 7/2 is equal to b. So many of you will have problem with that. So this is a 2. I'm going to put this over 1. I want this to be 2. The only thing I can do is multiply this by 2 and multiply this by 2. This becomes 2 over 2, which is 1 still. 2 over 2 is 1. I just change them so you can have the same base. That will become b. So what is 2 plus 7 is 9. 9 over 2 is my b. So this is b. I will have to replace b here. I will have to replace m here. So I'll have y equal 1/2 x plus 9 over 2. If you compare the two equations, you will see that it's the same. So take your time to process the information. So you will have plenty of time. Like I said again, this will be on the YouTube channel. So hopefully you subscribe and you watch those videos so you can make the grade. If you don't make the grade, stop blaming Mr. DCs, because I'm creating resources for you, knowledge. Use the knowledge, you will get the grade. So let's go over the third example. I'm empowering you. This is empower the student to take action. That will be good for you. Knowledge is power. So remember that. A brain is a terrible thing to waste. All right, let's find the slope. This is x1, y1, x2, y2. Remember this will be m equal my y2 is 1 minus 5. All right. Remember this part of the formula, and 5 itself is negative. X2 is -9 minus 4. Right? My numerator is going to become 1 plus 5. The last time I checked, 1 plus 5 is 6. So here you will have -9 plus 4 it is -5. So this is my slope, right? My slope is -6/5. So I'm going to use this to do this same thing again. Replace y1, m, and x1. So those are my information. So I will have y minus y1 minus 5 equal my slope, -6/5 times x minus 4. Alright, let clean thing out. I will use the +5. Alright, this becomes -6/5 times x plus 4. Now once again, the process is the same. I notice that I have a denominator there. Multiply both sides by 5. So to make my life easy, this 5 cancel with that 5. So use this relief property, you will have 5y plus 25, and this will be -6, and you will have -6x minus 24. So your goal is to solve for, right? You subtract 25 on each side. You subtract 25. Now you will have 5y equal -6x minus 49 divided by 5 on each side. Then you will end up y equal -6/5x minus 49 over 5. This is our equation in slope intercept form. I'm giving you both options, so you will pick the one that you feel most comfortable with. Yes, I'm going to replace my y. In this case, my y is -5. I'm going to replace my slope. My slope is -6/5 times x, which is -4 plus b. So let's simplify things out. You will have -5. Use this relief property, that's going to give you 24. Right? Over 5 plus b. I'm going to subtract 24/5 on this side. Do the same thing. 24/5. So you will this -5/1 minus 24/5 is equal to b. So your goal is to get the denominator is the same. 5 is my denominator. This, I want this to be 5 too. So I multiply this by 5. I must multiply numerator by 5. This is going to give me -25/5. That will be give me -5 minus 24/5. That's b. Minus 25 minus 24 is minus 49/5. That's b. So I'm going to replace this m and b. So I'll have y equal -6/5 minus 49/5. I know many of you will flip out because fraction are here to stay, guys. Get used to it. So fraction being the sensitive, man. So this is the lesson. So I want you guys to go observe that. And once again, Mr. Desis in another video. And remember, go on Mr. Desis YouTube channel, subscribe, and punch that like button. See you again for your next video.